Ford has just announced its deal with a new battery partner. This announcement means it will be working with 5 different battery companies to get enough batteries for its future plans for electric cars. This is quite good news. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. You're watching The Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Awesome to have you here today. And I've got to say, I am happy to hear this news. I want Ford to succeed. I don't know why it is, but I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Ford. I've owned a couple of Fords, and while they weren't the best cars in the world, I've always liked the company. I don't know what it is. The GT40, the F-150, they're just so many iconic vehicles that they make. The Mustang. Something about the company that has always appealed to me from a young boy up until a few years ago when I thought they kind of lost the plot. There was no electric cars, and really, as far as I was concerned, petrol cars had become boring. Boring, well, because really, like Dodge said, we've reached the limits of ICE propulsion a few years ago. Nothing much has changed in those few years. But on the other hand, electric cars have become insane in so many different ways. Technology, batteries, all the different types of battery chemistry, the power, the instant power, the not needing to brake, being able to regenerate energy into your battery when you go down a hill. There's so many things that I love about electric cars, and they just keep getting better and better and better. Now, Ford has finally kind of come to the party. CEO Jim Farley, I think, is saying some of the right things lately, making some good plans. Now, I just made a video about Ford's new electric vehicle platform that's coming in 2025, which I believe they said will be mass manufactured. And how are they going to mass manufacture this if they don't have enough batteries? Well, this announcement from Ford shows that they are trying to shore up as much battery supply as they can get. A little bit different, I think, to GM's strategy where they want to make all the batteries themselves, which I think is a bit optimistic. Now, Ford has confirmed that CATL, the world's largest battery manufacturer and manufacturer of lithium iron phosphate batteries, which, like I believe I've said many times, and Elon Musk has even said, is the battery chemistry of the future. Ford's previous power battery supplier in China was only BYD, who also make lithium iron phosphate batteries. Now the US automaker has brought in CATL. And I think this is a great move. If you want more batteries, who do you go to? The world's largest supplier of batteries. CATL has started supplying us, local media outlet cls.cn said within the last 5 hours, citing a Ford China executive. This is the first time Ford has confirmed that CATL has become its power battery supplier. Now, I think what's been happening is Ford haven't been able to get enough batteries from BYD. Obviously, BYD's electric car sales have gone insane this year. They've basically transitioned from being, sort of an electric car company, sort of a fossil fuel, gas-powered car company, to just being an electric car company. And what that's meant is the electric car sales have just gone up 10,000 every month for 7 straight months now. So Ford's been needing batteries for their Mustang Mach-E in China, and customers have been going, where's my car? Where's my car? Ford haven't been able to build enough cars or get the cars to customers. And customers on these forums have been saying, yeah, this is a Ford Mustang Mach-E forum, but hey guys, let's go buy a Tesla because we're not going to get this car for who knows how long. That's literally what's been happening in China. So Ford said, well, what are we going to do? Go to CATL and get more batteries so we stop losing sales. Ford will work with CATL, BYD, and SK Innovation, and LG Energy Solutions, and Panasonic. That's 5 different battery companies to target a global production capacity of 240 gigawatt hours by 2030, said Lisa Drake, Ford's chief operating officer, at a recent investor conference. Now, you probably heard this information, but at the time, there wasn't any mention of CATL. I think bringing CATL into this mix makes that 240 gigawatt hours not only possible, but seem like it's something that they can actually go above. I think realistically Ford will probably change their strategy within the next 2 to 3 years. Rather than saying 240 gigawatt hours, they're going to be saying something a lot more like 400 to 500 gigawatt hours. So this will enable Ford to be able to get there potentially by having 5 different suppliers. They'll be able to potentially get the battery supply they need. Now, Ford reached an agreement with BYD on a battery partnership back in 2020, and they already used BYD's batteries in the Ford Escape plug-in hybrid. Now, when it launched the Mustang Mach-E in China earlier this year, Ford announced that the model was powered by BYD's batteries, making it the first international car company to quickly adopt BYD batteries. However, Ford did not use BYD's signature blade battery based on lithium iron phosphate technology. They should have, but they didn't. But instead used the latter's 811 ternary lithium battery. Now, there's been a few battery fires lately in BYD cars, not many, I think 3 or 4. And so people are saying, oh, look, the blade battery, it does go on fire. Guess what? None of those were in lithium iron phosphate powered vehicles. None of them used the blade battery. They all used BYD's ternary battery, because a lot of people aren't aware of the fact that BYD doesn't just make lithium iron phosphate batteries. They also make ternary batteries. Of course, they've started to phase out production of their ternary batteries because, as far as BYD are concerned, the blade battery is far superior. And I happen to agree with them. However, now Ford need more batteries. Obviously, they've turned to CATL, and that is normal for car companies to choose multiple suppliers now, especially with the way Tesla's done the same thing. CATL maintains technology, scale, and supply chain advantages in the field of new energy vehicle power lithium batteries. Plus, they don't have their own car company using up all their batteries. And there is no doubt that it will be an OEM's choice. CLS.cn quoted an unnamed battery industry source as saying. Now, at a recent investor conference, Ford said it plans to increase its electric vehicle production capacity to 600,000 units a year within 2 years and become the world's second largest electric vehicle manufacturer by 2025. Is that even possible? I put a link in the description below to the video I made talking about that issue. Thanks for watching the channel. See you again on the next one. Bye-bye.